Dude, this is literally the craziest story, and the repercussions of this story is so massive that you would never expect. Like, you're just like...
Go.
Anyway, TWLBYZ started because we had the Biscuit Factory All-Stars, which was basically Camo Boys joined in with Dimes. MEG and Corrupt are Dimes. Shout out MEG, Corrupt, what up?
We were like the ethnic boys. Because it's like...
You know, Carnage, how you had ASO, A State of Carnage? We had ASO, A State of Ethnic.
Yeah,
that was our name,
right,
but then we changed it to TWLBYZ.
Yeah.
So we wore towels on our head when we played.
So it's like, what Jaden's Spanish, Emmett's Tongan, you're Turkish, I'm Samoan, so it's like...
We're all ethnic.
Do any of you speak another language?
Yeah, I speak Turkish.
I think I can say hello and goodbye in Samoan. Like, that's about it. It's quite bad that I don't know as much Samoan as I do.
Especially where you got the tattoo on you.
Yeah. Alex.
And that's what we called you, Pebble.
Yeah,
that was the nickname. Because you know The Rock? This is his little brother.
I think the TWLBYZ and the thumb thing happened all at the same time. It was New Year's at family. Before New Year's, their whole thing was that they wanted to like have all these inflatable balloons. Like, you think like the size of a medicine ball filled with confetti. So when you throw them out, pop confetti everywhere. We've been throwing a few out, and I was like, oh, I want to pop one of these myself. So I've had this in my hand, thinking my hands are like this. I've lightly thrown it up into the air and have clenched my fingers in like this to smash it. Some chick on the dance floor has poked her finger up from underneath and popped it. I've come in, smashed my thumb, snapped all the tendons in my thumb. I was drunk as fuck. My thumb was like this, and it like, I'd go like that and it would just fall down. I couldn't hold my thumb up like that on its own. Good 8 months or so.
8 months, bro, like 3 years. What? Don't lie.
Nah, well, what happened? I didn't think
it was fucked. It was gone.
Even 8 months is fucking crazy.
Nah, well, yeah.
Dude, it was like a sports injury. It's like he was like Kobe Bryant or some shit, and like...
I had to get this fucking claw thing melted onto like this. I had, it was referred to as, my hand was like, became the claw.
Dude, he would drink and it was like, because he couldn't use his thumb, it was like the 3 fingers like this. So he'd be like...
You know, I'm now proficient in wiping my ass with both hands because like, I couldn't wipe my ass properly while I had this fucking claw thing on. I was playing in the attic. It was nighttime by this point. I can't remember how long I was playing for, but I remember it was one of those trademark DJ situations where like, fuck, I need a piss. I can't remember if anyone was even else there to kind of cover me, but I remember one of my mates, he was there with, I was like, "Wait, can you get me a fucking jug or something? I need a piss. I need a piss badly." And I've just kind of like, just looked around and just, I've told him to come in to kind of like shield.
Looked around to a packed room.
But the thing about that room is you're playing on like a table. You can see straight through underneath.
You're cornered, so it's like, you can't escape.
It's not like a proper booth, it's just a table.
Yeah, I've just been like, I need to fucking go.
Why don't you just go to the toilet?
They're not closed.
It's like...
Oh, and I suppose the lineup, I remember going there.
You gotta like...
Always busy as.
Weave your way through, and like there was no other, I don't think there was there was no other DJ in the booth at the time to kind of cover. And like, when you're playing like tracks like 2-3 minutes, I'm gonna be pissing for like a good 5 or something. And yeah, I've started pissing in this jug, and it's slowly filling up. And I was almost like, fuck, I might need, do you have another jug? I thought it was going to get to a point.
Aren't jugs like 1.2 litres?
Yeah.
Is this one piss or have you done
I need another jug.
This is one piss, but then the stream like started to slow down. I was like, oh, I think I'm going to be okay. But like, I was like, oh, like, where do I put this? Didn't know what, I don't know. I can't remember where.
And then what if you knock it over while you're fucking DJing?
But
again, straight through the table, we just go into the dance floor. There's no booth there.
I've kind of got this thing, like when I get real drunk and I'll sometimes like throw my drink up in the air.
You throw your jug up in
Champagne showers.
Yeah. No, but that, I remember that vividly. And And the struggle of like thinking, fuck, am I gonna spill over into, like, that's why I was like, I potentially need another jug.
How do you fill a whole jug, man? I don't think I've ever peed 1.5 litres in one go.
Well, I think I'd been there from like early.
You'd been there for 3 days.
Yeah.
The toilet lines have been so long for 3 days.
Just testing my limits, testing my bladder. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that jug or where it got pushed. It's just probably like just pushed it to
They
the
use it
side.
at the bar later for some vodka apples.
Oh man, Boundary never can wash shit properly either. So that was, someone probably popped a beer with piss in it. When did you start smoke bombing there?
Smoke bombing. I knew this was gonna come up, dude.
Well, you self-proclaimed smoke bomb.
I am the smoke bomb king. I am the smoke bomb king. No one's gonna take that from me. Anyways, I don't like goodbyes. AKA, like I don't kick on. I don't do any of that stuff. Like I'm an old man. Yeah.
Exactly. You've been around the block.
I'm a bit the same. I'm a bit shit at kicking on.
Saying goodbye to like 50 people is too much. And then the other one is like when you're trying to leave and everyone's drunk and they don't want you to leave, it's too much effort. So like now I
Put the
just
guilt
like,
trip on you.
like yeah.
Especially
and it's
Alex.
just like, yeah, dude.
Especially
Alex will be at
Alex.
kick-ons and he'll be like, if you leave, you're never playing for me again. My heart is broken. But I'm the smoke bomb king. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Fight me for it.
So how are they going to find you to fight you? You were smoke bomb.
I DJ every weekend, they'll find me.
But by the time you finish your set, you smoke bomb.
Yeah, fight me, I'm always gone. Meet me in the alleyway at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I'm in bed. Like
I think there's been times where we've been back at Alex's after a bickie or something, and yeah,
we've like looked at each other.
smoke bomb king in full effect.
The key is like if you have belongings, aka DJ bag, like you have to have a small DJ bag and keep it on you at all times. So now like people know me and I'm like in the green room and I've got my DJ bag and they're like, why are you wearing your DJ bag? And I'm like, are you gonna keep it safe? They're like, you're gonna leave soon, aren't you? I'm like, nah, bro.
Taking a page out of
I'm not gonna leave. And then like 10 minutes later, they're like, where are you? And because I'll be like, oh, I'm going to the toilet. And then like 10 minutes later, they're like, where are you? And I'll be like, oh, like say we're at the Met in the green room. I'll be like, oh, I'm in Coco. She's downstairs. AKA, I'm in the Uber on the way home.
My version of smoke bombing is just me just wandering off. So this is kind of recently. I smoke bombed from a taxi driver in Poland.
You did a runner on a taxi driver?
Yeah, I don't think that's smoke bombing.
That's a runner. That's a runner. That's called a runner.
No, but the thing is, I just couldn't understand anything he said.
It's probably because there's another language, but
Probably Polish.
Yeah, this type of smoke bomb, like, yeah, it was just a runner. And I thought he was after us. He took us to the ATM and then I couldn't figure out the ATM. So we just did a runner and he started chasing us and I was like jumping into bushes, running through random backyards in a country I'd never been to. And like, it was like broad daylight.
yeah, that's just like smoke bombing.
Yeah.
When I leave the Met, I run through a few backyards to get away from everyone.
We'd been out all night and it was daylight. And yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if that's smoke bombing, eh?
no.
That's definitely, that's called a runner.
That's normally not the kind of person I am, but
Debatable. No, I'm joking. That guy might be watching right now. What do you have to say to the taxi driver you ran from?
I'll see you next time.